Welcome back to In Ohio Country. Today we're visiting with John Motter, the chairman of the Ohio Soybean Council. John, Ohio farmers have a new initiative, I guess, officially, but this is something that farmers in the Buckeye State and throughout the country have done for a lot of years, well, from the very beginning. Tell us what it's all about.
Well, yeah, Gary, we're trying to convey our story to the consumer. Sustaining life, respecting nature is what we call it. Farmers do the right thing when we farm our land. Consumers don't necessarily know that, so that's what our campaign's all about. It's telling the story. The consumer likes farmers in general, but doesn't necessarily understand farming practices. So we're trying to gain some traction in the consumer market with messages about how farmers are environmentally conscious and are doing the right thing on the land.
You know, John, sometimes it amazes me that there are people that think that farmers would purposely even do things that were not environmentally friendly when they are impacted the most directly and it affects their bottom line.
You know, and I like to say that, you know, the water that I drink comes from the land. I feed my grandchildren the food that I'm growing. So it's very important to me to do the right thing. And it's very important to my neighbor as well.
Is there any kind of feedback, John, that you've had here at this show as people have come by and you've relayed that message?
Well, I think I would rather go back to our message at the state fair where we were directly in contact with consumers who came to our booth and didn't know what a soybean plant was, let alone what kind of practices we are using on the land. You know, and a great opportunity for us to connect one-on-one with consumers.
You find that there's a real desire in the hearts of consumers to find out this kind of information?
There's a real curiosity out there. When they find out they're talking to a farmer and a guy that is really growing the food they're eating, they have lots of questions. And they like to hear answers when we can look them in the eye and tell them the answer.
So they enjoy getting that information and education.
They have a hunger for it. They spend a lot of time with us in an environment like that, and they really like to engage with a farmer.
John, if some of our viewers right now would be trying to find a little bit more information, what's the best way for them to go about doing that?
Oh, the very best way is to go to our website, which is ohiosoybeanfarmers.org.
So there you have it, and we'll have that on inohiocountry.com as well. John Motter, the chairman of the Ohio Soybean Council, our guest. John, as always, a pleasure. Thanks for being with us.
The pleasure's all mine.